out of this. So, for all those who have registered, in another 2 minutes, I'll simply start telling you those 15 things, those 15 elements, those 15 skills, those 15 day-to-day activities which we are going to work on to have everyday happiness. Everyday happiness. Of course, all of us know we are all happy. We get this aura of happiness when we see people happy, when we find interesting jobs around us, when we cook something really interesting, when we taste something really interesting in a restaurant. We have this kind of happiness. But at times we feel like these happiness don't come along with me every day. I understand, I agree. In that case, what should be done for us to experience happiness on an everyday basis? That's what we are going to see. So can I have the screen shared, the PPT shared? I would love to say wave a hi to all the participants. If at all you can switch on your video and say a hi to me. And let me also know whether the screen which we are sharing now is visible to you or not. If it is visible, just put up a thumbs up. Is it visible, my dear friends? You can unmute yourself and then say yes if it is. Is it visible? People out there? Sudha ma'am, hi, good evening.
Hi, it's visible.
Thank you, thank you. I can see someone in the name Devi Mahalakshmi, Muttumari. I love to see your faces also. If it's possible for you to switch on your video, just say a hi. Yes. Thank you so much. So there's a couple who is attending. Hi, hello and hi. Thank you so much. Okay. So to start with, there are certain small bits and pieces here and there. I have put up all together as 15 ways to be happy every day. So to start with, the first point, of course, all of us, everybody, whoever you meet, they say, come on, stop worrying about the troubles. Always look at or count your blessings. This is what they say. Is it really easy for us to count our blessings? Maybe here comes a conversation between a father and a son. The father is very smart, super smart father, a brilliant father. He has got a 5-year-old son. They wanted a weekend picnic trip. They took it, they went forward, and then it was all showers, heavy rains, and what happened is the father was in a position to park the vehicle in a small way where they had a park nearby. The son said, Papa, I know it's going to take another 2-hour journey for us to reach the picnic spot. But then I wish to jump and enjoy in this rain. Father was a conservative father, too much curious, so loving that he said, come on, wait baby. Maybe it will take few more minutes. Once the rain stops, we'll get outside. This is what the father said. And this 5-year-old boy was cool and calm, seated inside the car, waiting for the father to just open the door. The rain stopped. It was puddles everywhere, muddy puddles everywhere. And slowly the son asked, Papa, is it possible for me to have small boats done, and I wish to do it in the puddle? The father said, okay, carry on. This is what the father said. And then the father took away each and every paper out of his slips and then made small boats, gave to the son. The son loved, enjoyed making those puddles, dropped it in those, and then he simply saw those boats trying to wade the water. As there came a big truck, splashed water. The boat sank. The boat didn't just sink. Also, the energy level of the sun So it was just like how these fathers in Gen Z generation are. The father's face also drooped because of the son's sadness. So what happened is, the father said, okay, maybe you will have one truck after the other, cars one after the other, and definitely so many cycles and vehicles, they will splash water inside the pool and your boat will definitely sink. And what I will do is, I have got this basket. He took a basket for the picnic. The basket had all those stuffs, just what we do. Just like how we take snacks for the picnic, the father had that basket full of snacks. So the father said, I will empty the basket. Let me pour water into it and you can make small boats out of that and you can enjoy it inside the car. Don't go outside, inside the car. So they sat inside the car, emptied the basket, they poured water into it. It was a 25-liter can of water which the father wanted it for the picnic, and it was emptied. It was all filled now. He made small boats, he enjoyed. To his astonishment, there was one boy who was seeing the entire scene. His face was flat on the window pane of the car. A rugged dress, shabby hair, dirty clothes. He was asking for water. A small boy of his age asking for water. They didn't have water to give. All those things which you take it granted just like that, at times all those things were those which people are praying for. We never knew that, we took it for granted that day. The boy, just like that, took it for granted, the 25-liter can water. There was another boy who was waiting with parched throat, without a single drop of water for the past half a day. He didn't drink water for the past half a day. And we also had that aged fellow inside the car who emptied a 25-liter can of water without any sense of gratitude. Not just that boy is not to be complained or punished. We at times take things for granted, take others' emotions for granted, take others' relationships for granted. We never knew that those are little things which others are wanting for, praying for. In that case, first element, if you think you have to experience happiness every day, first thing is count your blessings. Everyday blessings. There are troubles for everybody on this planet. Forget that. Just count your blessings. That's the first thing. What you're going to try. If at all you are with me, I would love you to have a thumbs up in the chat box, or say just you are with me. Say that. Put a heart or a thumbs up. Yes, yes, people out there. Are you with me? That's nice. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you for that energy. Going with the second one. These are the MCQs and the options. Of course, 10th standard or 12th standard, everybody today has got the MCQ question paper format. You can be physically present or not. You will be given with a sheet which has a set of questions. You need not sit and write for hours together. You will be simply given with one question and 4 answers. You will have to choose which you opt for. So, just like that, every day, the Lord above, the man above, has got a set of questions. He gives you a set of questions and he also gives you a set of answers. It's up to you to choose whether you're going to sit sad, looking up, or cry, go dump yourself on the bed, or simply feel relaxed and lazy, or really feeling grateful full of happiness. It's up to you to choose at the end of the day what you're going to be. That's the MCQ. You're given with choices. Happiness is a choice, people say. You decide whether you're going to be happy or not. So my dear friends, if at all there is something really burdening you, very hard, very heavy on your shoulders, think that there is a person on this planet who is holding certain things heavier than this burden. I choose to be happy today. I choose to be happy today. Choice is yours, my dear friends. Choose it wisely. That's number 2. Yes. So going with something about your physical being. All of us know dressing is nice. Getting yourself with good makeup, it's nice. Getting yourself with the good qualification, good designations, good powerful titles, everything is nice. But end of the day, you still feel like, I'm not okay. Oh my God, I'm not okay. What's happening in me? Something is not full. Something is not okay. I feel a little, I feel small. I have everything around me, but I still feel like there is something which is not okay. If at all you feel that, that simply means you are not feeding your soul. Things are okay for your skin, things are okay for your senses, things are not okay for your soul. All of us know there is a soul inside us. So there is only one thing which can feed your soul, and that's music. That's music, my dear friends. See, there was a team of listeners, music listeners were chosen. They were chosen and they were played one beautiful good music to rejoice, enjoy. It was given to them, and they also had choices to look at 2 things in front of them. It was a ball, a smiley ball which was smiling. It was another ball which was not, which was sad. So they were given these 2 balls. It was in front of them. The band of people who were listening to music were allowed to see this. That's all. So they were given this wonderful music to listen, which was there in their headset. Okay? You are all with me? You are listening, right? It was given to them, and then they researched. A team of researchers were there. They researched and found only those people who enjoyed the music saw only the smiley ball, not that ball which was shown. So when they want something really, really pleasant in front of them, that is the thing which they perceive. Your soul always enjoys music. When it enjoys music, it always wants to meet good people around them. It always wants to feel happy. Feed happiness. So next time if you feel parched, if you feel heavy here, simple. Go for something like a good music. You will definitely put up a smile on your face. When you have a smile on your face, you will definitely have good people around you. When you have good people around you, you feel like attracting the world. You feel like attracting the entire world. So that's something which is number 3. Going for number 4. Yeah. See, I always love this nature so much. And I am a big fan of this banyan trees. These banyan trees, I don't know how they got this tenacity and strength. They are rooted always. They can branch out so much. These banyan trees, the oldest and the widest banyan tree so far is in India. And it is in Kolkata. It is there in a biological park. And one single tree is able to spread out to 42,000 square feet. Just imagine. That's the widest span of a banyan tree ever, they say. I tell you this because these trees teach us something. These trees teach us something really important. whenever you meet someone extra, you are widening your network. You are becoming big. Every day you meet someone, you shake hands with them, you become their friend somehow. Widen your network. Just like the banyan tree, you will be green forever. You will be pleasant forever. You will be able to expand your horizons so well when you meet new people every day. So take time every day. Be very specific. You get up in the morning and then be very specific that I have to meet a new friend today. Though it's going to happen or not, make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to meet a new friend today. So just fix this one point, because remember the banyan tree. See, that banyan tree which is in Kolkata is 250 years old, my dear friends. I and you can live for 80, 90, 100 maximum. But then that banyan tree can live for years together. It would have seen so many generations passing through that. It simply means when your network is big, when you meet so many people, when your circle is big, don't restrict yourself to you, your husband, you, your children, you, your friends, you, your relatives. No. There are so many people you meet every day. Make everybody your friends. Everybody. There should be somebody in the corner of the world telling, I know that person. I have known them. I have spoken to them. So this is how people should react. Or somebody in the street corner for what you have done should remember you at the end of the day. So that gives you so much of power. Power gives you happiness. So next time you go outside, meet a new friend. That's number 4. I'm not able to get to the next slide. Okay, fine. So this is scale a cliff, try a trek, raft it out. We know about rafting. We know about trekking. We know about climbing a cliff. See, I'm not asking you to do all these things immediately, my dear friends. You need not go ask your family members or your husband or anybody around you to immediately say, I want happiness. I'm gonna trek tomorrow. For this December holidays, please take me to whitewater rafting. No, not necessary. See, this is something like exploring the world, not necessarily a vacation. There are so many things which are there in this world unexplored. When you take a vacation, definitely you will feel happy. See, once this happened, I was there in Jammu Kashmir. It was a pass. It's called Khardungla Pass. This Khardungla Pass is the highest motorable road ever. All these bikers enjoy this place. All these riders love to explore this place. When I stood there, when I stood in that Khardungla Pass, waiting for me to just see the world. That's the highest motorable road, I said, isn't it, in the world? When I stood there and I was waiting to peep and see the world below, I was very small. I looked very, very small. And all those ego, anger inside me was insignificant. Insignificant. We think we are big. Our opinions matter so much. People should listen to me. There are so many things which we have inside us that we always feel like we should be looked upon. We should be encouraged. We should be motivated. We should be there in the limelight. Everybody wants that. But when you explore here and there, and when you simply go around the world and see, you are a tiny creature, and your egos, your anger inside you are totally insignificant. If we cannot go for a big vacation, at least go to a park beside, look around and see those tiny, tiny creatures out there. They teach us big life lessons. They teach us how happy you can ever be. Leaving the rest beside, you can still say everybody that, hey, come on, I'm the happiest person on this planet. But then for this to happen, you have to know what's happening. Maybe if it's not possible to trek, I'll tell you one simple thing. Just switch on National Geographic channel. You can see that blue, big ocean and those creatures there. We know the deepest point, the Mariana Trench. We know the tallest mountain tip. We need not go there to experience that. Watching all these things in your mobile phone or in your television itself will tell you there are so many things on this planet, not just this human beings thriving. In that case, you will be small, and those things inside you, your emotions inside you will be smaller, at times insignificant. So try to do all these things for you to have that night really happy. So going for the next one, yes, this is called a Zen approach, they say. Would like to take you to one story. There was a monk who was seated there meditating. He was seated in a boat, center of the sea. It was a big sea. He was least bothered about those waters. He knew that he's going to take a good amount of meditation. He wanted half a day to do that. He sat there on the boat, silently meditating. When he did that, closed his eyes, there was some rumble. His boat was attacked by somebody else. He had two options. One, to open his eyes and then shout at the person, telling them that, hey, come on, don't you see a monk meditating? Would you really want to do that? Another option was to silently sit, close his eyes, continue his meditation. He opted the second one, my dear friends. He silently sat, meditated. And when he finished his meditation, he opened his eyes and saw that he was very curious. He saw that it was just an empty boat. An empty boat came because of one strong breeze and hit his boat. That was the turbulence which was created. If at all he wanted to wake up, open his eyes and scold, it was nothing. It would have definitely disturbed his meditation, his inner peace. He opted the second one. He remained silent. Just like that is our everyday emotions. There are people around you waiting to attack, tell you that, everybody can do this. Come on, this is not up to the mark. You should cook better. Come on, Amma, this is not tasty. There are people standing one after the other to criticize you. To tell you that this is not enough, this is not enough, this is not enough. No, I didn't expect this from you. No, I'm sorry. Though there are n number of people who's waiting to do all these things, what you have to do is think that they are just an empty boat. An empty boat. They're just an empty boat. When you open your eyes and start responding, start scolding, you are going to waste your time, my dear friends. Never ever respond or react to empty boats around you. They can be only empty boats. You have to focus on what you do. If you're determined to do your project work, do that. Forget about the rest. If you're determined to do something for your guests who are coming this evening, forget what your relatives ask you to. You know better how to host them. If you're planning to do something for your children, you know, as a parent, you know how to do. So come on, forget about the empty boats which are nearby. Focus on what you do. That's about your mind approach. Your mind should know what inner peace can bring. And when you decide certain things on your own, and when your mind is giving you a thumbs up, that's going to end up in a really happy manner. Try that. Is pump up your self-esteem. Everybody on this planet, they say, I can't do that. I don't think I can do this. It's too much for me. If I do, maybe I'll make a bit of mistake. I'm not good enough doing that. Am I really worthy doing that? There are people who ask all these things one to the other. So I would always tell them, see, this is because of your low self-esteem. I know there is always fear which comes in the form of dementor. Fear takes up big forms, my dear friends. Fear is more like a black dementor. They come in front of you, they roar and roar. But when you have got good self-esteem with you, you can stand up and then meow at them. And they simply will go run away. But then we seriously don't have the guts to go meow at them. You know who meowed last week? Who's the one? There was one beauty queen who was crowned this Miss Universe who meowed, isn't it? Though there are so many beautiful, lovely angels standing there, one from India took courage to meow on stage and win the crown. So just like that, forget about the fear statements which pull you down. Pump up your self-esteem. Self-esteem can be pumped up with a lot of assertive sentences. Every day, talk to yourself. Talk to yourself that I've never seen you so good. You look so gorgeous today. I know that which you have planned today is going to work out so well. So you have to have a lot of self-esteem. This comes to you with self-assertive sentences. So have a list of self-assertive sentences put up on the board which can help you improve or pump up your self-esteem. So next is the synergy. So you know what happens when you are with good friends, good people. There was one old friend of mine. When we were working for a project, she told me, I was there working with these 5 people. Immediately after I left that place, I was able to find my gem in my nose ring which got scattered out. It got broken. Such was the impact which I had after having a conversation with those people. I don't feel that connect. I feel really disconnected when I talk with them. So if you think that there are certain people who pull down your spirits on your everyday basis, try to ignore them. Try to ignore them and try to team up with people who really gives you energy. See, there are people who, their handshakes will give you energy. Their small looks will give you energy. Their small sentences will give you so much of energy. So you know how to choose. See, when you go to hospitals, when you sit beside the patient, when you hold the hand of the patient, you will talk all consoling words, all soothing words to them. And when you leave out of the hospital, the one who sat there, the one who was a patient, gets enough energy. You, when you leave the hospital, will go out drained, totally exhausted. This happens, my dear friends, because they are in a position of gaining energy, and they have gained all those energy. You are in a position of pouring in energy. You have poured all the energy. So when you move out, definitely you will be a person who is exhausted, totally exhausted. When you're exhausted, I'll tell you there are 3 symptoms to tell you that you're exhausted. Your shoulder pains. When you're exhausted and when you have less energy, your shoulder will pain. And you'll have a parched throat. You'll have a parched throat. And you feel like dull. You feel like the entire climate is dull. So when you face all these 3 things, that simply means there was a person whom you met before. They wanted energy. You gave them energy. Now you have to be refueled. So for you to refuel, what you have to do is every day team up with people who have a lot of energy, lot of positive spirits. Maybe it can be your child. In the sense of child, when you see them, you get energy. Looking at those birds chirping outside can give you energy. Not necessarily it should be in the form of human figure. Energy can be transformed by any form of living creature on this planet. See, there is a research which tells in a wild forest, energy is transformed between the trees. There is a close connection, underground connection which is happening, where these trees, when they feel really weak, they get energy from the tree which is beside. So this is wonderful symbiotic relationship is happening in the wild forest. So just like that, any living thing on this planet can give you energy. But then what you have to do is, so I have got that in the future slides. So team up, find synergy. See, look at this picture. See, there are two people who are laughing. Okay, two people who are laughing, and then the person who feels like they are laughing, looking at me, my legs. They're laughing because I've got these fat legs. They would have laughed for something else, my dear friends. Why do you really want to feel bad about their emotions? So I would like to tell, for if at all you are in such positions. See, I know when people don't pick calls. When people don't pick calls, immediately what do we do? Okay, they don't like me, that's why they're not picking my call. They have seen my message, but they're not replying me. I saw the blue tick in that, but they are not replying me. So you get emotionally weak when you see all these things happening around. So for this, what you can do is, maybe your mind and heart is not okay with such things happening around you. What you can do is build soundproof walls. This is not going to be something physical. This is going to be something virtual. Now today you and me are virtually connected. So many people here are virtually connected. I know you are listening to me. I know there is something which you are nodding for. I know there is so many smiles on your face when you listen to certain things. Though I cannot see you, there are so many people who feel like, this happened in my life too. I should also make a difference in me and my actions. So I take up this as an assertive sentence. It is up to you to decide whether you are going to feel bad about people around you, or you are going to feel really, really happy about things happening around you. So build soundproof walls, which means don't take in certain informations which will low down your spirits. So going to the next one. Yes. See, this is a 10th point, my dear friends. Out of the 15, we are on the 10th point. This tells you about one basic thing. Look around, zoom in, and admire. Maybe there are few friends here who do this, but wishing you to do this on a regular basis. Regular basis. I'll tell you two things which I saw this morning. This morning this happened. There are two trees, and it was one tiny spider, who had all the tenacity to build its web. It for sure it knew that this is a rainy season. At times we have wild winds here. In that case, the spider for sure it knew that it's not going to have that web forever. Friends, this was one tiny thing happening there, and on seeing that, I felt like I wanted to finish a project a couple of days before. I had to submit that, and I felt like you still have time. You can also go slow just like this spider and enjoy little things around you. That gave me a lesson. Every day my daughter used to give a handful of rice to the cocks out there. those cocks and hens came there pecking. It pecked, one after the other. And you know what happened? After these people left, after these hens and cocks left, there's one tiny bushy-tailed fellow who came running from that tree, and the rest were picked by him. Usually we know these squirrels, like they take these both their hands and then munch. Yum, 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 yum. This is what they do. And it was doing that. See, you have to have another entire life to see all these things. People say 2 eyes are not enough to see the wonders of this world. Such wonderful things are happening around us. So that is the reason I've written, look around. Look around. Today I'm standing here. There's a person who is standing here helping me. There are people out here who is helping me. So I'm very grateful to people. There are so many people who have registered. I know this is a Saturday evening. There are so many people who wants to go for a Christmas shopping, who wants to enjoy their weekend, who wants to go enjoy with their friends and family, who wants to go take their dinner, who wants to go organize their shelves. There are a lot of commitments which we have got. I'm sure this is not mandatory for you to come log in for such a session, sit for 2 hours. But then certain things are happening for a reason. Look around, zoom in, and then admire little things which are happening around you. When you start admiring little things which are happening around you, you feel really happy. Really happy. See, I saw a WhatsApp meme. What happened is, it was a fan club who wanted to take a selfie with Aishwarya Roy. And they were all posing for that selfie. There was one man in that fans, amidst those fans, who wanted to turn and look at Aishwarya Roy. So those 5 other people wanted to take selfie with Aishwarya Roy, but then they will have something, a picture with Aishwarya Roy, safe, really safe. They can only see her digitally. But there was one boy, one fan, who wanted to look physically, truly, directly, and enjoy that one moment, one single moment. That is enough for his lifetime. So it is up to you to decide what are you doing. Some kind of introspection should happen, my dear friends. I've seen people when there are airport, what happens is there is a place on the highway where you can stand and see the takeoff and landing of planes. There is a place in Madurai airport where you can see, I mean it's not inside the airport, it is outside the airport. They are fenced, but you can still see that the takeoff and landing of planes. And for this reason, they also have ice cream vendors out there. They know that a handful of people who will come out that evening, enjoy the cool breeze. They eat ice cream, they see that takeoff and landing. And I see them doing one more thing. They take videograph of that. And there are few other people who see them. Which do you think is true enjoyment? Viewing those real incidents through your camera is not going to help us anymore. But viewing it through your lens, through your eyes, is definitely going to help you. Definitely gives you a sense of happiness. Try. There's a small difference, very small difference. We do that because everybody do that. We take pictures, we take selfies with celebrities, we enjoy certain things outside because certain people do that. People around do that. But let us not do that. Let us not do that. People who are connected today, let us not do that. The biggest camera ever is your eyes. Capture it. The biggest repository, gallery is definitely your brain. Store it. The biggest amount of storage which it can handle, every time it can take in front of you a picture for you to smile back. Enjoy those moments. So this is one thing about zooming in and admiring little things around you. Let's go on with the 11th one. There are certain hormones. There are definitely certain hormones which gives you a lot of happiness. And they come in different forms. There is one hormone called dopamine. See, dopamine is a hormone which your body secretes. Whenever your brain experiences certain kind of appraisal, appreciation. Hey, you've done a good job. That's nice, fantastic. You are wearing a beautiful dress. I love the way you talk. So all these things are appraisal hormones. Appraisal. When somebody appreciates you, when somebody applauds you, when somebody says wow, 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 this dopamine secretes, and that dopamine gives you happiness. So what happens is today these video games, people get, children, especially these teens, adults also at times get addicted to this because they see that they win a game, you are a star, awesome work, you've got so much scores, you are winning, you are leading. These things, when your eye sees itself, the dopamine gets secreted. Huh? Is it so? Am I leading? Wow! Am I really racing? Am I doing a good job? I know I'm doing an awesome job. Your mind, heart and body gets accustomed to the virtual appreciations which are happening. That is what people get addicted towards, this kind of gaming. So the dopamine next time should happen really out of things which you do with your hands and legs. Hands and legs, not the computer, not the gadgets, not your phones. For that to happen, if at all you want to go fetch a glass of water, try hopping. If at all you are on your way to a parking lot, try dancing. If dancing seems to be weird, people will look at you like, what is he doing? And maybe try to at least sway and walk. Just sway and walk. Try one hop, one small skip. See, I always think like, okay, when you're a disciplined individual, you cannot skip, you cannot hop, you cannot do all these things. After seeing this movie, Annate, I know people who are with me today definitely would have seen this movie Annate. After seeing this movie Annate, 71-year-old man is able to jump, dance, romance and do all beautiful actions and styles which we enjoyed when he was 20. So he's able to do that. That's why people call him a superstar, my dear friends. People call him a superstar because he still believes that there are so many things digitally who can come and ace, he still believes that his cells, his body can reverberate better than anything else on this. So every time I see, I'm not a big fan of superstar, I will not endorse that, but then superstar is superstar because of this single trait. He believes that he can jump at this age. He can hop, dance, lovely movements, styles at this age. So salute to Mr. Rajinikanth. So every time you get a chance that nobody is watching you, even though people are watching you, it's okay to sway, my dear friends. It's okay. See, if you're planning to walk down the stairs, try to lift up your second leg, jump, 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 and then get down the stairs. That gives you dopamine. That gives you one energy. So there are little things which helps your dopamine secrete naturally. Try to do that. Try to induce that. When you do this, that will happen. And dopamine is responsible for you to be happy. When you're happy, definitely your moods are uplifted. When your moods are uplifted, you feel to do certain things which are extraordinary in this planet. Try. Okay, this is I was talking to you about the social media. Detox social media. See, I'm not asking you to quit social media, but if you are a person who feels like, okay, taking the phone, seeing that every time when there is a light or when there is a message, ping, You feel like seeing that ting 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 every time you see that, aha, you feel like you have to detox yourself. You have to detox yourself. There is no point, but you feel like scrolling. You feel the entire people around you are doing certain things which you don't like, and you are always fixed, glued to the cell phones. Scroll down for nothing. Scroll down without any intentions. If you want to search something, you can search. That is the reason why our gadgets are given. If you scroll down for we don't even know why we scroll down, then definitely you are in a position to just put a full stop to the social media which you are in. I know all of us today are connected because of the social media. But I am talking about certain things which happens beyond our control. Beyond our control. I know there are few friends of mine who feel like I'm bored. I don't feel like sleeping. And then they take the mobile and play at 2 o'clock. 2 a.m. in the morning. 8 solid hours of sleep. Without that, do you really think you can be a better human on this planet? So if you feel that that is controlling you, those comments, likes and those posts are controlling you. Because I'm very, very serious about this, because a week ago I had a person who came up to me and asked, "Ma'am, there are so many people who are brilliant than me, ma'am. See, look at the social media. They can do this, they can do that, they can do this, they can do that. I cannot do anything. How do I really find what I have to do?" So I told them, "What is your strength?" "Ma'am, I can draw, I can make miniature crafts, I can do so much of vegetable carving, I love to do so much of artwork." Hey, when you can do so much in that, why do you say that you're good for nothing? The girl said, "See, I know I can do, but there are so many people who can do better than me." When you start comparing yourself with people around you, it's very hard for you to bring the best out of you. It's very hard. So my dear friends, next time you see a social media, don't get influenced by social media. That's just a platform for you to say hi, bye, and look at there are certain things which are happening in a beautiful way. See, I'll tell you how to use social media. A week ago, I saw a post in Instagram which told me about Materials of India. So Materials of India is being handled by one single lady. And then when I looked into that, they told me that this lady is looking for materials which are ruining this planet. I'll be even more clear in talking to you about this. We know there are plastics, we know there are certain kinds of metals, we know there are certain kinds of glass. There are so many things, materials which we do every day, which we use every day. Today plastic can be recycled, we know glass, we know metal, wood, everything can be repurposed or reused in some way or the other. There are certain things like a paint bottle or a tube light or worn out leather shoes or thermocol, styrofoam. All these things cannot be done anything, and they are great form of menace to this planet. So that lady who has got a forum called Materials of India is taking up this as a research, looking into all those things, zooming in, admiring. Okay, it was created for a reason and it is used for a reason, but it is not disposed of in a proper way. So let me hunt out, let me devise certain things to give the people around or the researchers around or people who wants to know about this a clarity on how this should be disposed of, or what will happen if this is not disposed of well. So after looking at her post, I felt like, oh God, it is impossible for us to connect with such a lady with such a genuine thought if not the social media is with us. A month ago, I was admiring the IFS officer who set up a biofuel plant for the entire village out of their scrap. I'm talking about scrap so much because I am a person who deals with everyday scrap of others. So leave that, just leave that, ignore that. I'm talking to you about all these things because social media is lovely, my dear friends. Connecting with people who have got lovely thoughts, lovely ideas. But then it's up to us to filter, find limits, find boundaries. Tame our brain in such a way that we take in certain things which are so nice in that. So for you to know which is so nice is very important. For you to know what you want or what feed should go inside, you decide. There are certain things which you feel like you are being controlled by that. When you are being controlled, they are not necessary for you. When you can control that, they are allowed to enter. So that is number 12. See, we know our human body behaves so well because of the food which it intakes. When your food is not rightly planned, so today we have so many people who are going for keto diet, who go for all kinds of fruit diet, go for paleo diet and starving, intermittent starving. So many plans are there. You can choose whatever your body accepts. But there are certain things which when taken, which when you eat or drink, distorts or disorients your thinking process. See, if you have decided to be happy today, we told, isn't it, it's about MCQs, it's about choice. You have decided to be happy today. Whatever happens in my life, any kind of ups and downs I face, I have decided to be happy today. Okay, you have decided to be happy today. But there are certain things which are stopping you from being happy. In that case, that is this food. Very, 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 very important. See, caffeines, when you drink a lot of coffee, what happens is there is something else, some other element which can start controlling your sleep, that can start controlling your emotions. So there are certain, I don't want to mention, but there are certain junk food when consumed, they go directly into your stomach, they lay there for 3 days. 3 days. See, food for human is always when consumed, it should be out of the body the next day. And when that's not happening, you feel disoriented. You feel bad. You feel your senses are not inside your control. For that, people say there is a way to try this out. When you have one handful of food, try to munch it 32 times. 32 times if you munch it. I won't be able to finish the food, ma'am. I understand. I agree. But then, if it is a fruit or a juice or a sprout or any kind of light things which are naturally done by the supreme power. Who is the supreme power? The energy giver, sun. Sun is a master chef. Sun is the master chef. When sun cooks it certain things for you, and when you consume it, all these things which can be directly consumed, fine. If there are certain food items which you wish to intake, you wish to eat it for sure, maybe it's a weekend, it's a holiday, a vacation, or your season, your Christmas or a New Year party, you want to eat that parota, you want to eat that chicken, you want to eat something which you feel like it should go inside, you have that craving, okay, eat it, but try to munch it 32 times. So what happens is, everything happens inside the mouth itself. The tummy will not feel bad about that. It will not stay there for a long time. So it is easy. When digestion is easy, breathing is easy. When breathing is easy, your oxygen to brain is easy. When oxygen to brain is easy, things are smooth, happy, and as you feel light. So this is munching your food for 32 times. Next, okay, the 15 things which we wanted to enjoy. So going for the next one is morning challenges. See, there was a lady when she found that she wanted to take up a cesarean. She felt very bad because she knew when she's going to be cut, when she's going to have stitches one after the other. She knew that she cannot resume back to normalcy. And that particular lady is an ardent follower, ardent doer of yoga. She does yoga so well. She loves to do yoga. And her best part was she used to do Sirasasana, handstand they say, the king of all asanas. She used to put her hands like this, head down, and then entire body on top. Sirasasana. For that lady, she loved doing that Sirasasana, and when she felt very bad, the doctor said, "You're going to experience a cesarean." So it was hard for people around, the partner and the family members, to convince her to accept cesarean. Cesarean was done. The baby was very happy, taken out. 10 days time. After the cesarean, in 10 days time, the lady started to do yoga again. Small things, one after the other, stretches, clutches, one after the other, she started to do. And then in 3 months time, after her cesarean, she was able to do Sirasasana again. That gave her so much of energy. See, when you can't do, when the entire world says you can't do certain things, and when you do that, you feel like one supreme star on this planet. I'll repeat. When the entire world says you can't do certain things, and when you have done that, that is what we are working for, isn't it? That gives you so much of energy. That gives you eternal happiness. So, that handstand, that Sirasasana gave her so much of energy to parent the baby in the best possible way. I'm asking you to give you challenges every day. Every day morning challenge, exercising. Never say you don't have time. This is one simple trick which can easily give you, it can easily give you space for you to enjoy. Joy, J-O-Y. When you hear that itself, it's nice. When you really give yourself a challenge, and when you know that you can do that when others can't, that gives you energy. Maybe now try this. Now, if you are a person who walks and says that I completed so many rounds, and you say you finish 15 rounds a day, then you have to take it to 20, maybe 15 to 20, 20 to 25. Every day 5 extra rounds gives you happiness, because you are doing this in the first 90 minutes of your everyday schedule. First 90 minutes is the golden hours of your day. Every day is split up, isn't it? The morning, afternoon, evening and night. Morning, first 90 minutes, whatever you do, it gives you so much of happiness. And when it is positive, that gives you so much of energy. And when that energy is full, the entire day is superb, my dear friends. The entire day is like the way you wish to. So your 90 minutes, your golden hours is going to be scheduled with one screw, and that screw, that driving force should be your exercise, your workout. Every day give a new challenge for your workout, and you have to feel satisfied about that. Try this. This is the 14th thing. So with one more, we close here. Are you all enjoying? Are you with me? May I have answers? Are you with me? Can I have one person say, yes ma'am, I'm with you. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's nice. Okay. Thank you, Devi. Thank you, Sudha ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, so to go with the last one, which you feel like enjoying your. See, there are so many things on your. Everybody know. The problem is we don't do. We know we have to eat well. We know we have to sleep well. We know we have to move with positive people. We know we have to cut short our social media time. We know all these things. The problem is, that's not possible at times. Okay, I understand. Let me talk to you about the 15th one. See, before I moved the slides to the 15th one, there are a few friends who tell, see, I wanted to be happy. Ma'am, I wanted to be happy. Ma'am, I wanted to give my best that day. But once I move out, 4 friends of mine, completely they damaged my mood. They acted in such a way that my energy level is totally collapsed. Okay, I understand. Now I will not say, you have to have synergy, you have to pick up. I will not say all those things. Okay, I truly understand. You expected something and that didn't happen. You expected something from your husband, you expected something from your wife, you expected something from your child, you expected something from your parent, and that didn't happen. And you feel like you are not happy. You are not happy because things around you didn't happen in the way you wanted. So how will that be reflected? Usually these things are reflected in the form of your grim face, or you don't want to look at them directly into their eyes, you want to put down your head, or you feel like totally irritated, your eyebrows are not in the way it should be, you frown, your hands go tapping on the table, and your legs will not be able to help you stand in one position. You feel like swaying, you feel like moving back, you feel like if at all the one who spoke is in the form of small mosquito, you would have swacked it. Such anger, so much of anger. At times this happens with my husband. I used to argue knowing that he will not respond, knowing that he will not react for this, but then I used to argue. For me to vent out all my energy, I used to argue. You shouldn't have done this. This is how it should have happened. I used to argue. And at the end of the day, you know what? My husband wins. Because he didn't react. He didn't respond. So my dear friends, when you are so much emotional, you want to react, you want to talk out, you want to vent out, you want to shout at them, you want to show off all your anger, you fail. You fail. When you argue certain things, when you want to show your arrogance, when you want to show them that you are better than them, when you want to show them that you are capable of doing certain things which are beautiful, and when they are not eligible to take it, you fail. You have to know who your potential viewers are. You have to know who your potential listeners are. You have to know who your potential takers are. Viewers, listeners and takers should be potential. See, I am talking to you. So in that case, just check whether they are potential enough to listen to you. Just check whether they are potential enough to take from you. If you think they are not capable enough, why do you waste your energy then? Why do you really waste your energy? See, when the rest of the fraternity on this planet have decided upon certain things for this Saturday evening, there is one handful of lovely, lovely, lovely listeners who are there to listen. I can die for that. I can spend the entire energy of mine for that. So I know about my potential listeners and viewers. I spend my energy. When there are people around you who are not listening to you, who are not okay with your argument, who are not okay with your anger, who are not okay with what you talk, why do you waste your energy? That's not your problem. Stay calm. Stay calm. So with all these things which are still disturbing, which are still making you feel weak, that's something about the 15th one. The 15th one. Fake it, you will make it. Fake it. Fake it. Fake it simply means you don't feel like laughing, but then just put a smile. Put a smile. When you put a smile on your face, smile and happiness are best couples. Smile and happiness are best couples. When you smile, you'll feel happy. When you're happy, you will smile. They are lovely, lovely couples. Strong bond. So, if you don't feel like, see, you are invited to a party. Your husband's a party where it is from your husband's side, and you don't feel like talking to your relatives, talking to them, talking to your in-laws, talking or getting along with them, rubbing shoulders with them, eating along with them. You don't feel like doing that. Okay. Then in that case, at least fake it. Try to fake it. When you fake it, you will definitely make it. And when you make it, that gives you a sense of happiness. That gives you a sense of happiness. And never do this faking yourself. Never fake a smile, imagining or thinking that, see, you feel like smiling, smile, na? Don't think that, okay, I should not smile. If I smile, if I let myself out, if I am cool, if I'm okay with shaking hands with them back, I become really small, I become really low, I feel like I am not at par with their efficiency. No, don't fake yourself. Don't fake your belief system. If you really feel like smiling, smile. Smile is not going to cost you anything. Smile is the most expensive and inexpensive jewel which you can hold. That's more an armor. It's an armor, I would say. For anybody on this planet, for anybody, if you have got this jewel, if you've got this armor with you, smile is the biggest armor. You can simply make anybody sit in front of you, get things done. You can deal, you can negotiate, you can be diplomatic, you can get your projects done when you have this smile. If your daughter or your son is so adamant with a lot of tantrums thrown up in the air and you feel like smacking them back to back, just put a small smile and say, it's okay dear, mama will come back in a few minutes. Just smile and then go away. Forget what happened. Forget their shouts. Forget how rude they behave. Forget how impolite their attitude was. Just put that smile. You know what will happen? That son or the daughter will definitely come back and then hug you and say, Amma, I've done this mistake, I'm so sorry, I'll not do this again, I'll not repeat this again. They will come. So fake smile can actually bond and bridge a lot of relationships, because you fake it in the initial days, but you'll definitely make it in course of time. All of us are because of two things. One is the relationships which we hold with people around, and another is you. What do you think about yourself? If you think about yourself so nice, if you hold beautiful relationships with people around, nobody can stop you, friends. Nobody can stop you from being a good businessman, a great leader, lovely homemaker, excellent father, a true friend. All these things are possible simply just like that. All the promises which you have given for your friends and relatives, people trust you. You become worthy the day when you have trust on you, faith on you, and the day you have or hold lovely relationships with your family members. You cannot live life without family. Family gives you so much of energy. So in these 15 things, I have told certain things beyond families, beyond self. But these are the 2 things which are not in those 15 slides. Believing that you have that. Believing that you love yourself more than anybody else on this planet. Believing that you trust and enjoy and value relationships. Have all these 15 things with you. One small story. We will finish this. Take up a quiz. Go to question answers. Wind up a session. All of us know about this pomegranate. Pomegranate is a lovely fruit. I love this because not just of the color, but of course of those small, tiny fruits. Tiny fruits. Each and every fruit is juicy. Each and every fruit inside the pomegranate is juicy. You take any other fruit. You take apple consumed on the whole. You take anything else, banana consumed on the whole. But then this fellow is totally interesting. Interesting because each and every fruit is juicy. Each and every fruit is juicy. So when we are here to enjoy fruit, life is just like enjoying a pomegranate. Each and every incident that happens to you is juicy, is tasty, is given in front of you, is plated so well, is beautiful, is colorful. But you may also find few of the pearls which are damaged. Few of your life incidents may have any kind of disappointments, may hurt you so much, may be in the way which you didn't expect. Certain unexpected events, certain hurting events, certain unworthy relationships, certain bad friends, certain areas which you failed. They are those fruits which are damaged. If you have such damaged fruit in your pomegranate, do you throw the entire fruit out? Do we throw the entire pomegranate out? We don't. We simply ignore those areas which are not tasty, which are not good. Same way, your past experiences or your future expectations will definitely have certain kinds of things which are not tasty, which are rotten. Don't ignore the entire fruit. It's your life. Wisely pick it. Ignore. Taste or enjoy things which are tasty, which are right, which are beautiful. Having those things which are not tasty in your life pocket doesn't mean that you are wrong. Doesn't mean that your choice is wrong. Doesn't mean that you are doomed for this. God was so well and gorgeous, grateful and generous to so many people around, but not for me. Don't think all these things. God gifted all those fruits. All those fruit will have 1 or 2 pods, pearls, which are not okay, which are not tasty. Wisely pick which is tasty and eat it. So it's a very, very tasty life. Enjoy every bit of that with so much of abundance. Let each and every fruit you taste be juicy. Let each and every situation which you come across give you so much of enlightenment. Buddha got enlightenment living with a family under a people tree. I would say when you decided to be happy today, you are an enlightened soul every day. Every day enlightenment. Every day you feel like you are doing something worthy. Aha! I've earned so much. I've earned others' trust. I've earned others' hearts. That's more than enough for me today. I've cooked so well today. My son is tasting it in the best possible way. My husband enjoyed my presence. Friends and relatives always know that I am a fellow whom you can believe and say the secrets. Be such a person. Live your life in an abundant way, worthy enough for people others to appreciate you so that you get that dopamine. Yes? So the secret of happiness is, okay, it's not the slide which is loading. It's not the slide which is loading. The secret of happiness, don't search for things outside. Don't search for things on the slide. It is always inside. Inside you. So search for the secret of happiness which is inside you, which you would have definitely discovered. And here's a space for us to ask questions. Before you switch on your mic and ask questions, see, every day we come across struggles. Struggles are there just like everyday clouds. They come, they pass away. They come, they pass away. It's up to you to decide whether you're going to stand under the dark cloud, weep, telling that I'm there without any grace. God has given me dark clouds. I'm standing there weeping. It is up to us to decide. Choose happiness. Choose your well-being. And when you do this, there is one thing which is actually difficult. You will not know where to start, when to start, what happiness is. If you think after earning certain things I'll be happy, after wedding I'll be happy, after getting a baby I'll be happy, after sending the baby to school I'll be happy, after getting my child married I'll be happy, you will never find happiness. You will never find happiness. Happiness is not in these status. Happiness is simply, if you close your eyes and feel like being happy, you have to be happy. You have to be such a liberal soul. And that is possible by knowing one secret, my dear friends. Though it is going to be water we know it's an elixir of life. Water is an elixir of life. When you drink water, there's nothing like water. There's nothing like water. So when you are enjoying water, even water can become poisonous for your body. Overdosage of water is overhydration. And when it is overhydrated, when body is overhydrated, the fluid balance is not happening. When the fluid balance is not there, we fail to be stable. And I'm sure you are not going to be one among those who are going to ask for overdosage. I want more. I want my eyes to look even more prettier. I want my hair to be even more prettier. I want my fingers to be better. I want my actions to be even more calm. I want my relationship to be better. It should be smooth. They should be a bit caring to me. They should be, I'm an educated fellow. They should at least treat me well. So it's like you asking for overdosages. Go begging out for overdosages. Overdosages are not healthy. Whatever you have got today is excellent, extraordinary. Just imagine a situation without that, how poor you would look like. Today, possessing a cell phone is luxury. Think that just a phone is luxury. Having a laptop, I'm a luxurious fellow. I'm able to listen to this workshop, wow. Enjoy each and everything. You will definitely have happiness hanging just like balloons up in the air. You can pick up that, enjoy and try out a flight. All the best, my dear friends. So if you have any form of questions, you can ask. Now, I wish everybody to switch on your video, say hi. Would love to see everybody now. Hi, hi. Anybody here who listened to the entire work with me now?
Rajavati, hi.
Hi, Sudha ma'am.
Thank you so much for the excellent session and thanks for your time. I could relate each and every thought with my life. It was really excellent and the way you explained, it was really, amazing. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, Sudha ma'am.
I'm looking forward to attend more workshops like this. And I would advise my son, daughter-in-law, and my daughter to attend your future workshop.
Thank you so much. Those were big words. Big words. I know 2 hours of one individual, how valuable it is. And I seriously respect all those participants today because there is something which you wanted, and I don't know whether I met all your expectations, but believing that there was at least one small stone which was outsmarted today, which helped you take up a better understanding about this world which we live in. Yes, may have others.
Rajvi, you did meet my expectations, like especially when you spoke about the phone addiction. Many are getting treated here in the past for phone addiction. All the youngsters, mostly the youngsters, they are getting depressed and they are getting treated for phone addiction. And parents are keeping it very confidential. So that is what is happening with the youngsters here. So your session is going to be very, very useful for the future generation. That is what I am saying. You're doing an amazing job, Rajwati. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Before I would like to listen to 2 more, and then there is a quiz which will help you know your happiness quotient. I know you're all happy, but maybe I know you're curious to know your happiness index, whether I am fully happy, totally happy, partially happy, or okay in being happy. So there is a link which will be posted now in the chat box. Just try out that quiz, and after which would love to listen to you. Is that posted? Okay, it's there in the chat box, my dear friends. Just try out that quiz. That will tell you your happiness index, and would love to talk about that.
Stop.
Streaming and stop.
Still stop on here.
Posted there. Do take 1 minute of yours to try to log in and submit your feedback. Maybe that would help us in future plans for the workshop. Thank you, Sudha ma'am. Okay, you can leave. Sir, நீங்க unmute பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ரொம்ப நன்றி சார். Thank you so much for your presence, sir. I know how busy your schedule is. இந்த 1.5 hours spend பண்ணதுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி சார். Yes, you have got a pass mark. Okay, that's nice. Thank you so much. There is somebody